What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing obsessive and possessive person indicators. So, today we're going to find out just how obsessive you are, how possessive you are as a person. Yes, there are indicators for this, and we're jumping into it right now. First and foremost, Venus in Scorpio, Venus in Aries, Venus in Taurus, in the second house or in the eighth house. So if you have Venus in Scorpio in the second house, or Venus in Aries in the second house, Venus in Taurus in the second house, or if you have Venus in Scorpio in the eighth house, Venus in Aries in the eighth house, or if you have Venus in Taurus in the eighth house, this is an indicator. Another one, Moon in Taurus in the first house, Moon in Taurus in the eighth house, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in Scorpio. Okay, so now let's just back it up because we said Venus in Scorpio. So Venus in Capricorn in Scorpio degrees. Okay, so if you have Venus in Capricorn in Scorpio degrees, Capricorn or Virgo, Venus 29 degrees. Okay, so if you have Capricorn or Virgo in your Venus sign at 29 degrees, Sun in Leo, Sun in the fifth house, Pluto in the fifth house, Moon in Scorpio, Moon in the eighth house, Moon in Virgo, Moon in the sixth house, eighth or second house dominance, which means if you have an eighth house stellium, if you have a second house stellium, plus, especially if the Moon, Mars, Venus, Saturn is in those houses. Okay? Yeah, this shit is real. Saturn conjunct the Moon. Saturn plus the Moon plus Mercury conjunction in the fixed signs. Neptune squaring your person's planets. Okay, because this is going off into Synastry as well. So if you have Neptune squaring your person's planets, your partner's planets, which would be Sun squared Neptune, Moon squared Neptune, Venus squared Neptune, Saturn squared Neptune, Jupiter squared Neptune, Uranus squared Neptune, and Pluto squared Neptune. If anybody didn't know what personal planets were, that's those. Okay, so we have Neptune in your partner's eighth house, Neptune in your partner's fifth house. Okay, now Neptune in Pisces, Neptune in the 12th house, Venus opposite Pluto natally, Pluto conjunct Venus plus Moon. Okay, so if you have your Pluto conjuncting Venus and your Moon, this can make you an obsessive and possessive person as well. Pluto conjunct Venus in the 7th house. Okay, also, if nobody, because people say, oh my God, well, if Venus conjunct Pluto, is that the same? Yeah. So if you have Venus conjuncting Pluto in the 7th house, that would be the same. Sun squared Pluto natal, Mars conjunct Pluto natal, Venus in Taurus, Venus in the 2nd house, Lilith squaring or conjuncting Venus, if you have that natally, Venus opposite Mars, if you have that in your natal birth chart. Venus squaring Pluto. Mercury squared Pluto. Now these are natal. Sun conjunct Mercury in Virgo / Scorpio. Saturn in fixed signs plus water houses. I'm going to repeat that. Saturn in fixed signs plus water houses. And we know what the water houses is. Water houses is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay? Pisces stellium. 12th house stellium. Pisces dominant, meaning Pisces is dominant in your chart, which is a stellium. 12th house dominant, which is a stellium. All right, going back into the synastry, right? So if your partner, second house is in your 8th, if your partner's 7th house is in your 2nd house, 12th house, sun in synastry. So if you have your sun falling into your partner's 12th house or vice versa, same sign, moon, when it comes to your partner, if y'all have the same moon, okay? Moon in Capricorn, moon in Capricorn. Moon in Aquarius, moon in Aquarius. That's what that would mean. You see what I'm saying? Same sign. Plus Chiron in synastry. So this would be if you had moon in Aries, your partner has moon in Aries, and then you have Chiron in Libra, and they have Chiron in Libra. Okay? That's what that would mean. So, going back into the natal. Pluto in the 1st house. Obsessive and possessive. Pluto in the 2nd house. Pluto in the 5th house. Pluto in the 7th house. Pluto in the 8th house. Pluto in the 12th house. So Scorpio, Capricorn, or Taurus stellium, which would also indicate 8th house stellium, 10th house stellium, 2nd house stellium. Saturn dominate in your chart. Okay? So that is actually going to be a bonus if it's in the 2nd house or the 8th. So if you have a lot of Saturn placements in your chart, a Saturn stellium, which is a Capricorn stellium, all right, may even be an Aquarius stellium, because we know Aquarius was also and is still linked to Saturn, okay, inside of the 2nd house or the 8th house. Mercury conjunct Saturn. Pluto conjunct Mars in the 5th house. I'm going to repeat it. Pluto conjunct Mars in the 5th house. Let's rewind that. Mars conjunct Pluto in the 5th house. Sun conjunct Saturn in the 9th house. Sun conjunct Saturn in the 8th house. Venus sextile Neptune. Venus trine Neptune. Yeah, this one was pretty long. Mars plus Venus plus the North Node in a conjunction. Okay? So, this is like if you have Mars in Aries, Venus in Aries, North Node in Aries. They're all conjuncted. Let's rewind that. Mars in Libra, Venus in Libra, North Node in Libra. That's a conjunction. And if it's not like that, okay, it is going to be at degrees that's making it a conjunction. We know this, right? So partners Pluto in your sun or partners Pluto falls into your moon. Partners Pluto falls into your rising and vice versa. Okay? Saturn squared Pluto. Saturn Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn, and in the 8th. So either Saturn in Capricorn, having that, or Saturn in the 8th house. It has to be together. If you have Saturn in Capricorn and you have your Saturn falling into the 8th house natally. Scorpio ruling over the 4th house. Sun squared Saturn, especially squaring at 0 degrees. Juno squared Pluto. Moon in Virgo in the 2nd house. This is natally. Virgo or Pisces Venus. Venus in Virgo or a Venus in Pisces. Venus in the 6th house. Venus in the 12th house. Now, if you are born on these days, this will also apply to you, so please pay attention. April 10th. This is going to make you an obsessive and possessive person. May 22nd. Obsessive, possessive person. July 6th. July 21st. July 24th. August 16th. December 8th. And the one that's going to be even more potent than all the ones I just said when it comes to the day you was born is going to be July 24th. So please keep that in mind. Okay? So this is a force of nature. Spiritual awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. I will see you on the next one.